Hi, I'm Bill Snodgrass, and in this episode of Let's Play WoW, it's horrific vision. I mean, that's a huge part of the 8.3 expansion, and this time I'm planning on doing a full clear, and I'm gonna try to talk a little bit more about tips and strategies, things that I use. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but this is the way that I've found to become, successful with Orgrimmar. We're in Orgrimmar this time, so this is my main. This is my Paladin Kadosh with all the good gear and all the everything. So I've already got my vessel, and so with that, we are ready to go in. Look, it's getting 10,000. Getting 10,000 of the currency, the coalescing visions. That's not, it's not a trivial thing. It's not hard, but it does take some time and some effort. And so, with that said, I'm gonna buff up. I'm gonna do my buffs as if
Thrall believes that the elements warn him of a disaster that only the old god.
So I'm eating
now
flask. I've got
the
Lightning Forge Augment Rune, which is lasts forever.
War machine.
You can reuse it very quickly, 1 minute cooldown, and it replaces the Augment Runes.
We meet again.
I always like to start with the map. Let's find out what we're up against. Scorched Feet and Lead Feet. So this is the one that's going to make you kind of jump over imaginary flames. Got some ideas about that. Leaden Feet slows you down. You'll be in combat and you'll be standing there and you just won't be able to move. Sometimes when the sanity drain stuff is going on, you just don't want that going on. So my strategy is we're going to go in, we're going to go over through here, we're going to go up into the Valley of Spirits, take this guy out, and then we're going to go do this zone. Then we're going to use the teleporter and come back. I'm going to go this way, clear this zone, and you pretty much have to clear the whole zone before you get to here. This guy's going to die, give me 200 sanity back, so I will do that, go in here, fight our way into this is one that's kind of hard. This, I guess, is, in my opinion, the most challenging, because there's a bunch of bugs in here that will do some stuns and drain sanity, and they'll gang up on you and do a lot of damage, so you got to be a little bit careful in here. Teleport back, then we're going to make this run again, clear this guy out, and then we'll be ready to take on Thrall and the door guards. So we're going to run that.
Azeroth faces menace.
That's the plan.
I have been expecting you. Never let
the reason
your guard down.
that I do this first is, this is the easiest one to get to, easiest of the harder zones to get to.
The future. The Black Dragon.
One of the big challenges in Orgrimmar are the Shaman, which will drop out this endless hunger totem. And that endless hunger totem drains life and sanity both. And so that becomes my top priority, is to find that Shaman. That's the one right there. And I tabbed right off of it. Hope he got it off. So that's the totem I don't want him to get off. As soon as that totem comes out, you need to burn it down. Also, if you're in a section where you get this thing, this gives you a little bit of a buff, of 25% damage buff. Next pack has a totem in it, has a shaman in it. I do not want to get his totem. I'm going to try to do better by not tabbing off. Here's a chest. Once you get to the point where you can see chests, you're going to be able to collect a lot of the currency more quickly. I tabbed right off of him again. I interrupted him that time. I'm stunned by somebody. Got nothing. I need a target. This has been a problem I've been having for the last 2 weeks. I don't know if it's me, my keyboard, or if something has changed, but I'm having a very difficult time staying on target. I don't know. We're going to have to get these little elementals here.
Just in time. Your brothers and sisters in the Valley of Spirit be in danger.
This guy, I just don't want to waste any time on him. Now he does this thing where he shoots that bolt out. The bolt he shoots out comes back, and if the bolt comes back to where you just were, it's going to hit you and do some damage. All right, this is the hot feet thing. I guess we'll talk about more about that.
We need to destroy them all.
So I have hot feet. The next time I move, I'm going to jump in the direction that I move. Now this will be leaden feet here. That's my sister's whispering me in chat. Let's see what she has to say.
And were slaughtered for their defiance. Their spirits.
I'm in a vision. Matthew's my nephew. Something about killing some people. These two guys here. There's another type of bad guy that is the Dominator, and these guys do something that needs to be interrupted. It stuns you. It'll make you lose your ability to be effective at all. So those are top priority in those mobs. Burrowing appendages. You gotta kill them. They will keep coming back up. You've seen it maybe in some of my priest videos. The dots will tick. The dots will tick even when it's burrowed under. But they will just keep on being super annoying. At this point, my health is kind of down. I'm not liking that, and I have lead feet. The lead feet thing, it's just got to be dealt with. If there's a way to not be caught by lead feet, I don't know what it is. So Void Craze Hulk is going to throw you and do some sanity damage. Going to get that chest, something like that. Best thing to do is burn him down fast. Now he will grab me and throw me, and no. He'll grab you and throw you, and you'll take some sanity loss. Obviously, brown swirly on the ground. Don't want to stand in that. So the next guy, there's across the bridge. So we're trying to get 100, vision, whatever people killed. Usually that one pack in the little valley behind me is enough with the 2 mini bosses to put me over. I'm not sure if it's going to do it this time or not. Don't want to be in front of him when he does his pink swirlies on the ground. He is very agile, and he will, as much as you can stay out of his pink swirlies, the better. What am I? So I did that one pack over here, plus all the trash over there.
Slay that monstrosity in the name of the Maghaw!
He's gonna throw these balls up, and even if you're inside the balls, they're not that hard to negotiate. The problem is he'll bring a bunch of friends in here, and he will hit you out of the front. So you have to be inside the balls, but not in front of the guy. And I find just staying on his side as much as possible and not getting in his swirlies. You can minimize the sanity loss. I hit a pole. There's all kinds of bad stuff on the ground. I dot him on my priest. Now on my priest, I will slide away from him somewhat to get out from that. So that's that fight. Don't let those purple balls hit you because they will stun you, and then he drains sanity. If you are down to the point where you have the 200 sanity back, then you can come out of that fight. You can get 600 sanity back in that one zone. And then the first boss that you fight, the mini boss, the guy that's guarding the door to the other zone. I don't want to pull these guys over here unnecessarily. I don't want to pull the door guards. I'm going to sneak over. Now I pulled them. That's exactly what I didn't want to do. There's just wasting time. It is possible. Oh, I told him that. It is possible to. I don't know if you saw that totem drained me for 16% of my health in just that little short period of time. It is possible to get around all this without pulling any of these mobs. These guys will get those before we go in. You cannot avoid this mob, but you can decide where you want to fight it. And the next guy, I think, is the hardest. Not this one. This was the burrowing tentacle. I'm going to burn that down. Got the tentacle, I think. I got the tentacle. This guy here, he has this thing. As far as I know, it's unavoidable. Don't stand in the purple. This thing, you just have to run back into it. And the longer he's up, the more sanity he's going to drain. But he also gives you back 200 sanity if you have that. If you have researched into that point. I forgot to talk to the lady. Now we're going to talk about hot feet now. So you imagine that your feet are burning, and now when it gets to an end, the next direction that I move, I'm going to jump that way. When it gets to at some point in the debuff, you jump in the direction you're moving. So if you have hot feet, make sure that you're heading in the direction that you want to head. There's a Dominator in this pack. He will stun you and it just burn him down as fast as possible. I pulled the next group. I hot feeded right into that. But I did get the Dominator down. And that seems like a good thing. And there should be a burrowing tentacle. There it is. They take that out. And hot feet.
Anyone here.
No survivors.
Another casualty. Let's move along.
There's a guy inside here who becomes angry. You have to kill him. He starts off green, but he turns red. And you just need to take him down.
I'll keep watch.
Again, I took a step backward. I had hot feet. It made me jump 10, however far yards backwards. So you can, the next direction I go, I should jump. So I want to be sure that I'm controlling where I end up. I don't want to jump into mobs that I don't want to jump into. I guess that just goes without saying. Alright, Dominator here. So I jumped. Unfortunately, I don't think I jumped into anything terribly bad. Don't stand in blue stuff. Don't stand in purple stuff. There's just not a lot of things that you should stand in.
Leatherworking and engineering workshops. Careful around those explosives.
She always says, careful around explosives. I don't really know what that means. I don't feel like I took any damage. I don't feel like I lost any sanity. I just don't know. Alright, at this point,
this isn't good.
I could go up there and start that zone, but I'm so close, and he's going to give me sanity back. So the thing to do here, burn him down as fast as possible.
Your screams shall echo in the master's hall.
He's going to bubble up. He's going to go into a shell. When he comes out of the shell, I'm going to hit my focusing irons and just try to be done with this. Because then he starts doing this thing, and have a... Now he's bubbled again. So I got 200 sanity back. The first guy in this next zone is a big corrupted bear. He's also an elite. So or a rare or whatever. Oh yeah, it's elite. So he will also give me 200 back. If you have that, if you're up to that point. Now he drops a bunch of bugs that come out. And they just are annoying. There's so many bugs in here. There's some bugs that you can't see until they attack you. I just don't really. I'm not a big fan of this one. Don't stand in green swirls. Don't stand in front of things that blow. This is one where I have died by health. I've had health deaths in this zone. Interrupt where you can. I saw a video. We'll talk about Rexar in a second. There's a bug here that's going to appear on the bridge. There's another one on the other end of the bridge, and they just show up. And now I one time managed to pull all of these flying things at the same time. This is a bad strategy. I just want to get this over with as quick as possible. And so I'm going to use my focusing arrows on that. This is an elite, so you're going to get 200 back for this one. I wish I had stood in front of that. Don't stand in green swirlies. Don't stand in green fire. Don't stand in... Alright, that was it. There's no more elites until I get back to the Valley of Spirits. And if you get blown into the wall, bad things happen over there. And it looks like I got lead feet over there as well. Rexar. He's got friends. Stuff comes out and starts draining your sanity. This is where on other tunes I just like completely blow all the cooldowns immediately and just go as hard as I can, as fast as I can to just burn him down. The pets are coming out. Once I kill him, the pets will go away. The sanity is going to start going out. The damage is going out. He's dead. Everything's dead. And that's the only way I know to do that fight. Maybe there's a more finesse way. I do know that if you're standing out here and you dot him up and he'll come running to the door and then he'll reset. So I burned all my big cooldowns on my priest one time. So did not go the way I wanted to. This will teleport me back to the beginning. Alright, back to the Valley of Spirits. There's one elite thing left in the Valley of Spirits, and that's the zone boss. So we will go as quickly as we can, get up there. I've cleared the left side. I have not cleared the door guards yet, but I have cleared the left side. But I've cleared the right side of the left side, not the left side of the left side, if that makes any sense. It made sense in my head. Alright, we've done all this. I've got scorched feet. So now I have to plan my hallucinations. 2 guys at the end. I have to kill these guys, and then as they go down, then... So now I have scorched feet. The next time I move, I'm going to jump. So I want to make sure that I'm facing a direction that I want to jump. So I'm going to jump that way because... I needed it to do the totem. And I jumped. I probably pulled. I did. I pulled the guys behind me. That's alright. Focusing Iris. I'm standing in something I shouldn't be standing in. And I have... I don't know what that read. I guess that was the scorched feet. Alright, I'm going to jump that way. Didn't fall off. Got a group up here. I have Wake of Ashes available. That's going to give me 5 holy power. That's going to allow me to do that and that. There is a shaman in this group I didn't mention. Alright, now here's a thought I had on my priest again. I want to use like my mind bender on these guys and on that guy. So if you clear these guys and then these guys, then your timing is off. But if you clear these guys, then clear these guys, like your cooldown, whatever you might have, will be back on before you get to the zone boss. Obviously, doing a full clear is not always everyone's goal, and it's not even a sensible objective at some levels. All right, in this fight, he's gonna silence me, and I'm gonna have to run to that little circle without getting hit by any of the waves. Or in other words, I'm gonna get hit by all the waves. I'm gonna be silenced the whole time. Maybe he'll just die of old age. He put so my silence is off. Getting not in the middle of the room is sometimes helpful. Different places where you can hit him without being in the conjunction of all of the different waves. If you have goblin gliders, then this is kind of fun. I don't know. Also, apparently my parachute and the gliders work together. These guys have to be taken down in order to get to Thrall. Thrall is going to have all of the talents and abilities of everyone in the zone. Now, it's been going pretty well, and it seems like I could probably just rush in without clearing my sanity, but I've come so far, and in order to get the thing that upgrades my cloak to the next to give me the corruption resistance boost that I want, I don't want to fail, so I'm going to take a second, look around. I was looking for some chests. I was looking for... There's a bug that hides back here. He's worth like 5 or 6 or something of these things. So I went from $9.98 to... Well, he was worth 1 today. I believe in other runs he's been worth more than that. I don't see any more chests. There are occasionally there will be chests over in that area, and I don't see any. All right, so Thrall, the Thrall fight is he has a stun that he will do. He'll stand right in front of you and blast you, and it'll stun you and drain sanity. He's going to put circles down, and there'll be a circle that looks bad and a circle that looks normal. He's going to have the dogs, burning the dogs down as quickly as possible. His health will heal. That's the thing that he will hit me with. I lose sanity. There's stuff on the ground. Alright, so now this one I need to get out, and then I have to get in. He stunned me in the bad stuff, and you can see my sanity is going down. I was also Man, I was too slow. So this is an example of how not to do Thrall. Okay, in, and then step over the line, move to around the side. He's in the bubble now. The bubble has to be broken down. There goes more sanity, more stunning. So I'm outside the line, move sideways, move inside the line. Let's do a little focusing eyes. He's going to stun me again. I lost another 12 sanity. I got to get out of that circle. And then I got to get out of the outer circle back to the inner circle. And we did it. Alright, so I'm going to get the token to increase my cloak's corruption resistance. And then whatever else.
A grim fate.
300.
Indeed. Take solace in the knowledge that should it ever come to pass.
150. I got some wrist guard. Somewhere there was a yep. And that's it. That is the full clear for Vision of Orgrimmar. Hopefully the tips, the mistakes I made will help you to not make those mistakes. But that is it. That is it. I guess we can demonstrate the use of. Click on it. Click on your cloak. It's going to go from 56 corruption resistance to 59. You can do this full clear once a week to get 1 token per week and continue to increase that corruption, or increase the corruption resistance so that your corruption level goes down. So that's what this was all about. So that's it. That's again, if you have questions, if maybe I said something halfway said it, halfway explained it, leave me a question in the comments and I will try to answer it. I've been running these on my paladin and my priest and mages, and so my hunter, I've made some videos, lots of videos on this because it is such an integral part of the 8.3 expansion. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.